where we're doing round robin play right now.
Yes, we are, for the esports kind of realm in the world. Do you know who we are commentating for?
Yes, and I could tell you in a second because that's what I was looking up right here.
Because, yeah, that would be nice to know.
We got Rockford versus East Kentwood. Rockford was earlier on the main stage. East Kentwood we have yet to see play yet. But
yes, Rockford looked pretty nice today, honestly. They had a 8-stock lead against West Catholic earlier. Looking pretty strong. We only saw 2 of their players so far, so hopefully we'll get to see more.
Absolutely, and you know what? The players that we did see were strong, as you mentioned.
Yes,
it looks
they
like
were.
they go to tournaments outside of the high school. It's very strong outplay. Now, East Kentwood, a very big high school themselves as well. I know they've had an esports program for quite a couple of years now. They're going to come in and try and say, hey, Rockford, we saw you on the big stage, but we're going to come in here. We're going to beat you on the side stage. We're going to prove to you guys that we want to be here just as much as you and showcase our talent as well.
Yes, they are. And it looks like, actually, was their leading person for Rockford right here, Luigi Man. He played Cloud and looked pretty decent, honestly. He took a lot of stocks.
He took, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he took 8 stocks total in that first round. And if you guys don't know, anyone broadcasting in, this is a crew battle of 4 teams, or 4 players per team.
Yep.
So there's a total of 12 stocks. Each character has 3 stocks, or each player has 3 stocks, and the goal is to wipe out every player on the opposing team. Any stocks you have left over after a game get moved on to the next game. So
yes,
it's a big brawl between 2 heavyweight high school teams in the West Michigan side, and we're going to get right into it as Shinigami versus Luigi Man is the first round. Cloud versus Setharoff.
Ooh, classic matchup in their original games.
Original games, and, you know, last time I checked, Setharoff is a little bit stronger than Cloud. Now, obviously, Cloud wins, but...
Yes. Actually, Shinigami actually choosing the shirtless option for Sephiroth.
Off to a great start already as you see Cloud get that upbeat off stage, and Setharoff just trying to gain as much percentage as possible as he gets that neutral beyond.
Yes. So far, looking pretty even so far. Ooh, trying to get a early stock right there. I don't think it would have killed, but it would have been pretty close.
Both opponents try to up smash the opponent to get that read. And, you know, one thing I noticed about Luigi Man the last time he played on the main stage, he's going to take his limits, and he's not going to be afraid to use it right away as he tries to hit people. But Shinigami,
yeah, for sure.
Off the bat,
using his
big one. He's gonna, he tries a down smash.
So, as you see there, Luigi Man shielded, and if that shield breaks, he can't do anything. He's just kind of stunned right there, and Shinigami will be able to do anything. But Shinigami taking a first stock right there.
F-smash is strong hard off the bat, and Luigi Man down his first stock. This is a different game than we saw earlier. East Kentwood is showcasing exactly why they're here right now as he gets the neutral B to go 33% on the counter.
For sure. We're seeing a lot closer game.
A lot closer, but Setharoff is slowly fading away right now, but Luigi Man takes the stock with the up smash, and he's got a fully charged limit to potentially get this game back to even.
Oh, and loses it right away, honestly. Whew.
That's crazy. So sometimes in this game, if you use the move but it doesn't come out in time, you lose it automatically. And
yes.
A lot of characters, they have that option of these strong moves, and Luigi Man unfortunately loses that as Setharoff's gained control of the middle stage again, tries to punish Cloud off stage but whiffs.
Tries to go for a down smash, does not connect with any of the hits.
They're really bringing out a lot of the strongest move options that they have.
Yeah, they are. Just trying to center stage right there and taking another stock.
Shinigami up airs up and gets Cloud at around 120%. You know, Setharoff really strong up in the air, especially a lot of his moves are slower.
Yes.
But when it hits like a truck.
And as you can see right now, Shinigami just gained a wing on his character, Sephiroth.
No. Cloud side smashes. We have an even gameplay, so go ahead, talk about the wing a little bit.
The wing, so it has a couple different properties. It comes out when you gain a certain amount of percent. I think it's about like around 100%. You gain an extra jump, and you gain what's called armor on your smash attacks. So if your opponent hits you while you're throwing out that smash attack, you're able to go right through it and hit your opponent.
That's right. It really levels him up to a whole new type of character, and it forces your opponent to do different things here as both of these players are gaining percentage here.
Yes.
This is going to be a huge first stock. Whoever can take the stock and give their team the opponent. As he's going to back her to kill, but Cloud
not going to kill, actually.
A little bit heavier because he had that limit, and he became a little bit heavy lighter on that. So he gets back to stage. Backer misses. He gets back to stage. F smash. I don't know why you did that, Shinigami.
And Sephiroth kind of has that comically long sword. Not very
oh no, he's going to hit the neutral B.
just kind of throws it out. And, yeah, you see Sephiroth has that projectile. There's 3 different stages to that. There's a red one, which is kind of the weaker one. Blue one goes a little bit further, a little stronger as well. And then that third one has a huge explosion, as you saw earlier in that game. That kind of, like, destroys your opponent if it hits.
Unbelievable read. Basically, what Cloud tried to do is he tried to get down to the center stage and air dodge to not get hit. But, as you mentioned, that blue, I don't know what the name of it, blue
energy orb,
that lasts it lasts 2 classrooms at a high school, basically. So it was unbelievable. Luigi Man, unfortunately, out right away, not able to take as many stocks as he did the first match, but Shinigami really showcasing some really big talent. And, you know, as I mentioned in a crew battle, that's really important, taking that last stock, because he was at 90%. He's back down to 0. He has a whole stock to work with and potentially get that team a lead for East Kentwood against Rockford right here.
And so, yeah, he starts out with one stock, maybe getting a bigger lead for his team, East Kentwood. Honestly, I like it kind of close. This is kind of close match so far.
This is going to be a very fun set to commentate, I would say. And we're going to get Rockford's next player, Jake Quash. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize for him if he's going to listen in on this later tonight. But
maybe. I'm sure their coach is going to want them to watch this back in.
Good point. But I do know one thing about him is that he plays Samus, and he ledge traps hard, right?
Yes.
We're not commentating on the mainstream. We don't have to really explain to you guys what some of these moves are. But basically, ledge trapping, when you have an opponent off stage, you force them to continue to stay off stage and punch them as much as possible, right?
Yes.
And Jay Quash is good at that with Samus.
Yeah. Typically, yeah, you see this kind of movement from other Samus players around the world, kind of do their own thing. But it's a good technique. It gets your opponent a little annoyed, it gains that percentage. It keeps racking up and up, and you're just trying to get recovered, but you just getting hit by these bombs.
They're very frustrating, and when you have that charge shot that Samus is slowly going to charge up, it's scary to try and get back to center stage.
Yes.
But you know what's nice for this matchup, and Sephiroth specifically for Shinigami, is that he's going to lose his first 2 stocks right away. And depending on how far of a deficit you are in game-wise, you're going to gain wing at an earlier percentage.
Yes, you are.
So he's going to be down 1 stock to 3. He's going to gain this wing pretty early on, and he's going to be able to take advantage of that as much as possible and be able to use the advantages of that to potentially steal that first stock.
Yeah, it would be hopefully a pretty close match so far. He has also Shinigami has that really long sword, so he's able to kind of hit through all these projectiles that Samus is going to be throwing out.
Absolutely.
Keep center stage a little bit. Actually, they'll probably just kind of poke at each other a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Does Sephiroth have any moves that block out Samus's fully charged shot?
His forward smash might be able to. Sephiroth also has a counter. He has that kind of big shield that kind of comes out.
Okay.
If you get hit by that after your opponent hits that shield, it's a devastating hit.
That's a very good point. That counters basically however strong the move is that hits it, deals more damage and multiplies it. So that's definitely scary if you're thinking charge shot. Now, obviously, they could throw it out and you could be very far away and you not get hit by it. But if you are close and Sephiroth hits you, oh my gosh, I could expect Samus to die at 60%.
Yeah, especially if he uses that off stage, honestly.
Absolutely. So
I've seen it plenty of times before, killing it like as low as like 20%.
Mm-hmm. So we'll be getting into this second game right here. Rockford currently in a deficit to East Kentwood, who has 10 stocks to 9 as of this moment.
Yep.
So we'll see exactly if they're able to curve that, if Jake Quash can go in and steal that stock back and make it an even gameplay here. But either way, it's going to be pretty fun to watch. So let's see if these players will get into it soon.
Yes, hopefully. Oh, here we go. Shinigami's back in, or Jake Quash.
The rule set for this specific setup is that we are doing a 7-minute timers, which means that they're going to start right away as soon as the stocks are out.
Yep.
If there, for some reason, does go down to the final timer, it is going to be whoever has the most percentage or the most amount of stocks wins. If they have the same amount of stocks, lower percentage wins, and then it's going to move on from there. But
and it looks like they might have picked the wrong stage. We were going to go PlayStation 2. Or not.
PlayStation 2 on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Nope, I meant Pokemon Stadium 2.
Oh.
Yeah, in the community, we kind of call it PS2, and PS2 sometimes is referenced as PlayStation. So
True, but we are going to Hollow Bastion as well. Hopefully the music is different, and we will
Honestly, Sephiroth's kind of home stage. He's kind of in that kind of game realm.
You know, Shinigami does get to pick the stage, so maybe that's why he picked it. He's thinking himself, give that little home field advantage here as they go into it. But
Yeah, maybe he
Shinigami
enjoys the
did
music.
not lose his stock here, and they're going to most likely reset here.
Oh, kind of made a mistake right there.
So
Because Shinigami was supposed to lose 2 stocks right there, but they kind of started playing right away. A little antsy.
It happens all the time. Not a big deal. They're just going to restart here, and Shinigami's going to lose his first 2 stocks.
Yep. Luckily, these latest consoles are pretty quick to boot up the next game, so
That's
hopefully
right,
it won't take too
especially
long.
when we go to PlayStation 2, right?
Mm-hmm. I make one mistake, and then I'll never hear the end of it.
It's friendly banter. We'll get back at it. So here we go, game 2. Again, East Kentwood up right now 10 stocks to 9 against Rockford. Shinigami going to lose his first 2 stocks here, and we'll get right into it. Like I mentioned earlier, he is going to gain that wing at an earlier advantage.
Yes, he is.
And that's going to help him attempt to potentially get 1 stock off Jake Quash, who's going to very well just stay away from the action and throw out as much moves as possible as we get into it.
Yep. I can see both players honestly kind of hiding behind the platform right there in the middle. Kind of makes it so that your opponent can't approach from above.
Absolutely. And instantly you see that charge shot already make a big impact against it, and wing is out at 40%.
Tries to take a early stock right there, honestly. It would have been pretty devastating.
It was a great attempt, but you know what? Jake Quash just really forcing Sephiroth to stay off me, say, hey, I got options for you to push off me. I can up B off stage.
Ooh.
I could throw out my charge shot. You're going to have to be a little bit smarter if you want to come in and take a stock from me.
Yes, just a little bit.
As you see, it just is not working, though. Shinigami already up to 93%, but you can see that counter, as you mentioned earlier, bring it back to 109 to 93.
Yep, maybe Shinigami will. Oh,
my gosh, Jake Quash didn't have a jump.
Nope. Maybe he had a jump and just never pressed the jump button.
I don't know.
Who knows?
But Shinigami is saying, thank you for the stock, and I have another as he tries to get to 36%. The up throw is not going to kill yet.
Yeah, that is a pretty good kill move, honestly, for Samus. It kills pretty early, so I can see why they threw it out.
Up air is going to take the stock, though. Jake Quash gets it out, but Shinigami gets the job done. Brings East Kentwood up a stock against Rockford. And we got a game ahead of ourselves.
Yes, we do.
This is looking into a good little
pretty
battle.
Intense.
You know, we haven't seen anybody outside of Jake Quash because the first set, it was just him and Luigi Man that took all the stocks earlier, right? But
yeah,
it was very strong showing already. You notice if he didn't take that stock, let's say he didn't suicide by accident there, right? There's a solid percent that this game would be tied right now. And I think his team, this is going to be a big mistake later on, right? You might not notice it now. You think, oh, it's just a stock right now. That's not how crew battles work. Every stock matters, right?
They do.
So you have to be critical of each stock that you have.
Yeah, you want to definitely take that advantage when you can, too.
Absolutely.
In these crew battles formats.
Yep, so we'll be getting into our next stage here. East Kentwood, not sure exactly who the players are, but it looks like, oh, you know what? East Kentwood played on the side stream already, so they have all the characters' names in here, so it'll be a little bit quicker.
They have their character names. We have not seen East Kentwood yet, so we have no idea who they play and what kind of players.
I must have been wrong because he's putting in his thing right now. We got, it was a striker.
Striker. Yeah, don't know what character you play, so interested to see what happens.
You having fun so far at the tournament, though, AK?
Yes, having a blast, honestly. Can't wait to see more action later today. So far, this is round robin, so everyone plays each other once. It's best of one, and the top players go to their final bracket. And that was best of 3, I believe.
It will be best of 3, where we have 4 high school teams currently right here. All high school teams will play against each other, and the top 2 teams are going to go on to potentially play that best of 3 at the end there. So it will be longer. That will be on the main stream. We are co-streaming here. We're on Ferris Esports right now, but Gucci Gaming is also streaming the main event. I believe they might be side streaming each other. So highly recommend checking that out. Or if you're in the West Michigan area, come on down to the Confluence Festival. This is a free festival located at Rosa Parks downtown.
Yes. Nice, easy. Well, might not be too easy because there's another kind of event going on with the art prize. But we'll get back into the action right here. We have Striker playing Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon versus Samus. You know, this is a tough matchup for Samus because Captain Falcon has that ability to just run in and hit you, as you see right here. It's going to be interesting to see how Jake Quash gets away from Captain Falcon and throws out those moves.
Yes. And looking pretty strong right now with Striker, getting these early combos in. Already getting Jake Quash into 92%.
And with no jump off stage, he's going to have to tether to get back to stage, but the side B is going to get back him off.
Yeah, honestly, Jaquaff probably would have needed that other stock if he didn't lose that.
Down smash does not kill early in the wrong stage. He tries to down tilt, but he whiffs it, and Samus recovers, getting fair on stage, and we're back to a neutral setting here.
Yeah, both these players looking pretty strong right now. Jaquaff not able to get too good of an edge guard right there.
Jay Quash looks lost. He doesn't have a jump here. He's
yeah,
he
doesn't.
To
Is he going to get a down air? Oh, gets the down tilt.
Beautiful down tilt, and Stryker makes it, so it's 3 stocks to 2. East Kentwood currently up 2 stocks total.
Try to do like a reverse neutral air right there. Getting those legs out, stretching them out a little bit.
Stretching out the legs a little bit, making them healthy. We need a good stretch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially for your in-game character. you don't know if they're going to pull something or not.
Absolutely.
That would be an interesting mechanic in the game.
Wow, what does Stryker do here? Luckily, Jay Quash messes up the ledge trapping, but tries to get that early shot. Spike down, goes down. Stryker loses his first stock, and we're down to 8 stocks to 7 right now.
Yes, we are. Able to get a good punish right there with the up special.
Jay Quash is trying to live as long as possible. If he could take the stock off Stryker and make it a little bit closer, that will help his teammate to ability to have the chance to make this even later in the game. But Stryker continuing to just attack and nonstop go at him.
Yeah, honestly living up to his tag right there. Stryker just going right at it.
He is a striker. Yeah, you think of soccer-wise, right? He's no time off, and Jake Quash does have a jump here, so he's able to kind of stall. But the down smash is going to take it.
Whew! Stryker having 2 stocks up in for East Kentwood right now.
Stryker, living up to his name, like you said, pictured Samus when he was in that ball as a soccer ball, kicks him right off stage and scores, and now East Kentwood is up 2 stocks against Rockford in a deficit that they did see themselves earlier. It'll be interesting to see how they get out of this.
Yeah, very interesting to see. Plus, I saw Stryker having a pretty good combo game, honestly, with those side specials, being able to get a combo started right there, and doing a lot of down tilts on the ledge right there, trying to get an early stock right there.
It was cute. You know, Captain Falcon is very fun to watch in a game, right, because he has those fast, exciting combos. We weren't able to see a knee of justice come in, right?
Yes, the people's knee.
The people's knee, but I think we might see that in the future depending on Stryker. You know, he really knows his combos. He knows how to play the game. Might be able to pull it out later, but we are in unknown territory right now. I have no idea what Rockford, who they're going to bring out, what character they're going to play.
Yeah, definitely excited to see because we have not seen the last 2 players since Rockford kind of destroyed West Catholic in the first set.
Yeah, it was not pretty, I would say, but this is obviously a much better game that we're watching right now.
Yes.
And I mentioned earlier Jake Quash with that unfortunate suicide. This game would be a lot closer right now if that didn't happen.
Yeah.
You're down 2 stocks and you're back to 0% if you're Captain Falcon Stryker. But let's say Jake Quash doesn't suicide. He keeps that last stock when he was playing against the other player. I'm sorry, I forgot. But you keep that stock. You have a whole nother stock that you're playing against Stryker. I think you bring him down to 1 stock. I think you potentially beat him, right?
Yeah.
And then everything, the tides are completely shifted. You're playing against, you're in a winning position versus a losing one.
Yep. Definitely have a closer lead, or actually a closer game in general. Plus, when that kind of thing happens, it kind of destroys you mentally because you're like, oh, I could have made that back, get my team to have a better advantage and whatnot, but
that's a great point. It does mentally affect you, and not only you, I'm sure it affects your teammates as well. So
yes, they do.
It'll be interesting, but this is exactly what a coach is here for, right?
Yes, trying to keep their mentality in check.
Exactly. Both of these teams have great coaches that have been doing this for a couple years now, and I'm sure that they're going to be going in face clean, trying to see what they can do here. So G-Force versus Stryker. Bowser versus Captain Falcon. This will be interesting. What did we just get here? We got
vouchers, I believe, for pizza later today for lunch.
This is massive. I'm very happy right now. Make sure this isn't taken. But here we go. Stryker is going to go down to 2 stocks. G-Force going to have to be able to take both stocks if he wants to have a position here. Bowser. I love Big Bows. I love watching him play.
I think we all do because the nice big bat for the Mario series. Ooh, that's an interesting way to get out of a combo.
And then we got the knee of justice from the side B. You know, Bowser, very fun to watch, but he is combo food very early in the stage. But this is what's going to happen is he's already at 151, right?
Yes.
Bowser at 151 is like a train hitting a brick wall that has no connection to it. I say that, however,
Right now.
already at 2-2 stocks, he's back down. But there, I mean, when Bowser has a ton of percentage on him, he's going to have that extra ability to hit hard and
Yep.
kill earlier. That's what Bowser's known for. He's a very fast individual, and he kills very early.
Yes. And as of right now, I feel like Striker kind of knows this matchup a little bit. Getting that first stock right away, not taking too much percent, but as I say, he's G-Force taking kind of step back a little bit, try to gain that percentage.
Striker is playing very smooth right now. I don't see him honestly lose another stock here.
Can I see down air right there? Oh, misses.
You know, down air was cooler. Back air was the right option, in my opinion.
Yes. If you want to go for, like, the smart thing to do, you want to go for back air, but the stylish kind of thing is a down air.
Absolutely. And honestly, you're up right now a ton of stocks against probably one of your harder competitive high schools here. I think he wants to show off here.
Can I see a good move right here? Oh, unable to take that stock right there, but still keeping G-Force off stage. Didn't lose a single stock that whole game.
This
is kind of crazy.
Bowser at 100. Oh my gosh, that was
so early.
That was a whooping. Oh my
Yeah, usually you see Bowser living up to like 160. As you saw, both the first two stocks for G-Force right there, dying at 160%. Right there, 70%.
That was the hardest read I have ever seen in this game. I mean, G-Force, he was recovering high, which against Captain Falcon, you don't have to, right? But I mean, he decided to do it, and for some reason, Striker looked him in the eyes and says, I know exactly what you're doing. And he went and got the knee of justice on him. That was awesome.
I might have only played you for like 10 seconds, but I know what you're going to do.
So tough ending for Rockford. They're down to their last player as Striker continues to dominate and take, I believe, around 6 to 7 stocks total.
Yeah, we saw Rockford play earlier, and we thought maybe they're going to be the leading team in this tournament right for high school. But as of right now, they're down quite a bit against East Kentwood. Not looking too good. 8
stocks to 3. It is not looking pretty. I mean, when you get 3 stocked in a crew battle, it does not help your situation, right? But
and honestly, seeing your teammate get lose 3 stocks to Striker right there, I wouldn't want to go in.
You know, it kind of goes back to that idea that you said mentality-wise. It feels like Rockford's mentality is not where they're at, where they should be, right?
Yeah.
And Striker right now is on top of the world. You see him going after those attacks that you normally don't see. He's making those attempts for combos that are stylish. He's trying to get the Twitch clip. He's trying to get on Yeet Smash at home on YouTube.
Get those highlights.
Get those highlights and potentially send it off to some colleges. Because let's be honest here, David. We are at a tournament where there are college tournament or players here. There are college teams. This is a recruitment opportunity for a lot of these kids as well. They're showcasing their talent to a lot of the teams out here.
Yes, they are. And esports is kind of a new thing since like maybe 4 years ago. And so, yeah, they're trying to get their name out, trying to show the colleges what they're made of.
Absolutely, but we got Striker versus Jet here, a Meta Knight versus Captain Falcon.
Ooh,
tell me about this matchup.
Honestly, I have not seen this often. Meta Knight is a kind of a character that just combos for days, and he will try to get you off stage as much as possible, try to take your recovery and just smack it down constantly. But starting strong, already getting 11% on Striker. Not getting too much, but I'll see these up airs that are happening right now, that sword swinging up above him. That's kind of his starting combos.
Yep, and that's kind of what Meta Knight's known for. Is he doesn't deal a lot of damage, but his combo game deals a lot of damage, right? So if you know the combos, you can go from 0 to 50 pretty easily. Already a Striker cannot get a hit on Jet right now. Oh my gosh, the up B over the stage. I hate that move.
I think we'd all do when we get hit by that. Down tilt coming in. Can Striker take the stock?
Great parry in the down smash. You see that down smash take a lot of stocks already against other opponents. It, for some reason, is working against everybody.
Yes, it has. Or are you talking about down tilt?
Down smash. I'm talking about that move that just hit again. Hasn't killed yet. I think it's a little stale. Jet unable to recover, so a side B for Meta Knight's one of those recovery options that is a unique aspect that once you play or use it, you cannot use any other move until you hit the floor, right?
Yes.
Misses the stage. Unfortunately, suicides, and that's another stock that Rockford has given up for East Kentwood that is going to put them in an even bigger deficit.
Yes. Jet almost taking that stock with a down smash. Able to recover this time. Not able to kill Jet Striker, though. Striker living up to 158%.
Striker looking very strong right now. Like I mentioned, he has taken all the stocks. He wants to end this with him, honestly. He wants to say, I want to go home. I want to play my next game.
Yeah, as you see right now, Jet's just trying to throw out all these moves that are able to kind of take the stock away from Striker, but unable to. Up throw.
Up throw doesn't kill yet at 170.
182 right now. This should be like the percent heavy characters are supposed to be living at.
I don't know how. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh! So the side B works that time. Gimp's, I would say Gimp. He was at 190%, but Striker down to last stock here. As
I mean,
Jet
you'll
finally
take stocks
takes one.
whenever you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jet looking for a combo right now, try to get their team back into the game. Oh, big jab coming out right now, taking about like 20%.
Oh, my gosh. That was crazy. Great tech. But Striker off stage against Jet now. Tries it down air. That's a spicy move to do. An up smash or down smash is not going to hit that time.
Yes. As you saw earlier, Meta Knight has this disappearing move. There's two options. You could throw it out and not throw out a move, and there's a second one where you throw out your sword and hit the opponent, but he's just constantly using that as a recovery move, trying to get back on the stage.
As I mentioned, Meta Knight has those moves that once you use it, you cannot use another move till you touch the ground. That is one of those moves. And that tornado that you see right there is also one of those moves. So they're strong and they're viable, but
that back air able to take that last stock from Striker, taking one of their big names away from East Kentwood.
What a hard read that was. Jet with 2 stocks left, able to say, we're not out of this ropes yet. We're still fighting in the boxing ring. So
yeah, the game's not over yet. It hasn't seen, say, a game set. So I'm still in it.
That was a great performance. Honestly, Jet, it looks like he knows what he's doing out there, and he's going to try and bring back a game for his team over at Rockford. So it's going to be a challenge. He has 6 stocks left to take. We don't know who's going to come up next in East Kentwood, but if what they've shown so far are those big dogs that have put out on the stage, there's going to be more opponents. That's going to be a really big climb for Jet to have to take over.
This is very true. Especially Jet getting that suicide. That might have motivated him a little bit, saying, like, I can't lose this for my team. I'm the anchor. I need to kind of step up a little bit.
Yep. Absolutely, kind of like a slap in the face. Like, I got to wake up and I got to start playing
Sometimes
right.
it actually does help you.
Absolutely. And you know what? I will say the strongest option, he was at 135% on a second stock. He has now regained his entire second stock, and he is able to go in on a clean slate, 0%, see what happens here. So
yes. And we'll see East Kentwood's next player, Captain Bat.
We're just going to call him Bat, and we have a classic Kazuya Mishima.
Yes, one of the later characters that came into the game. Wasn't very represented early game. Now a lot more people are using him. He has a very strong combo game.
Yep, he's known as a touch of death character, and what that means is basically he has one move that if it hits you,
also
you could
many
die.
moves. Many moves that just hit you.
A lot of moves, yeah, but basically look at that. Jet's already at 51% off one combo, and Kazuya, Captain Bat, able to take a high percentage lead. This is not the start Jet wanted.
No, not at all. But I don't know. This might be the start he wanted, because right now he's starting to get good combos in. Oh, big move coming. A lot of swirls from the legs right there.
Meta Knight often has a lot of good recoveries to be able to get you back to neutral. And, you know, Kazuya's entire game is neutral. So if you can get back to the neutral, it doesn't matter against him oftentimes. That was a great combo. Back air into jab.
And Kazuya not having a lot of options to go off stage to kind of hit your opponent to get those early kills. Using that nair very viably. Oh, he already used his jump, so he's not able to recover right there.
That was great ledge trapping.
Big punch right there.
Why? He just punched him, and Jet just took it. He said, oopsie, and now he's down to last tournament stock here.
Oh, big jab coming in. I think that has 10 hits total, honestly.
It's a long one, and Jet already at 39%. He's got like I mentioned, he's got 5 more stocks that he has to take, so he needs to get his head into the game here. And already, though, Captain Bat showing all the move sets available by Kazuya as he gets him up to 49%.
Oh, big lightning punch right there, getting Jet to 78%. Not looking too good.
This is grim.
If Bat does one of those big punches again, he's gone. That's it. Oh, as you see right there, that move, it kind of slides right into the character. If it hits properly, it will stun the character for a little bit, so you're able to get a good clean hit.
I'm not sure why Jet just saved Kazuya there, because Kazuya was dead. I think he said, I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, and Kazuya has this meter right here, so if he gets a grab, it does a big, devastating blow. Although he just lost it right there, so.
Absolutely, as Jet is able to take that last stock down, he's going to have to take the stock to go back to do a potential 3-1 difference in the end. But East Kentwood looking pretty strong here as Captain Bat just needs to finish up this last stock. And he will do it with the up smash. That's going to take it.
Kentwood taking the last player out from Rockford.
That was a great finish. Again, East Kentwood coming out and showing why they are representing their high school out here. That was a great round.
Yeah, they
Very
didn't even
close.
need their anchor character, honestly.
Yeah. No, fantastic. So right now, East Kentwood's going to move on to potentially get that first seed lead and go on, I believe, because they already played their first one.